You should never do this. Or this. Remember, we're not trying to plow here. Or bend your back like this. Or jump up and down on your Broadfork like this. You should be careful of your handles as well.
So what is the proper technique to use the Broadfork? Rule number 1 is never to lift the Broadfork up in the air. Believe me, feet have been pierced and it's definitely the most dangerous thing you can do with this tool. Just keep in mind that these are very sharp and this is not ordinary mild steel. Also, by throwing it like a spear, you don't get as much momentum as with the proper technique. So try this instead.
Just put your leg onto the round tube and shift most of your body weight onto that leg. Now start using the handles as levers to make those nice cracks in your soil that we need for air, water, and to make habitat for the soil organisms. Don't bend too deep, because at some point you're just wasting your movement. And finally, you just slide the Broadfork up, never having to lift the whole weight of the tool with your hands and back. Just let it rest on the ground while you're sliding it out. Move it for about 10 to 20 centimeters and repeat the cycle. Now, the really cool thing about using a Broadfork is that you never have to bend your back. So if you're like me and have lower back pain, it's extremely important to pay attention to your form. What I've learned from martial arts many years ago is a position called cat stance. Notice how my back is always straight, especially under load. Most of the work gets done just by shifting your center of gravity, so it's done by your large muscles of your legs. Now you might notice that my garden soil is already loose and has a very good texture. So let's go and see what happens if we're just starting out with a new garden and soil is compacted and heavy. What you want to do here is to apply exactly the same technique. The only difference is that you will not be able to drive the tines of the Broadfork all the way into the soil immediately. Rather, you can do multiple passes. Usually 2 to 3 passes will be enough. Now, it might seem like a waste of time to do multiple passes, but actually this way you are conserving your energy and there's a lot less strain on both your body and the tool. Happy gardening!